Hello, everybody.
Hey, everybody.
Welcome to the T and J podcast.
Welcome, welcome,
We
welcome.
are back at it again with another awesome podcast.
Another one.
Another one where we're going to be talking about love and relationships and just life and things in general. And as always, I am your big brother T,
And I am Jay,
Coach J, the
Coach
babes.
Jay, the
How's
babes.
everything been going with you, Coach J?
Everything has been going really well.
Yeah,
Um, had a great weekend. Spent time with my husband. That's you.
that's me.
We had a nice service today at church. We've been home relaxing with our dog Nola, who it's been raining all week, and so apparently she decided she wanted to go outside and take a nice little swim and romp through the mud and everything. So she came back in the house, just tracking the floor. She had dirt and stick pieces all over her face. It was just lovely time.
The little mud, kind of like Woodstock, where there's like sliding around in the mud. She wanted to do one of those things today,
Well, she accomplished
which,
that.
which is weird because I didn't even realize she liked water. But I guess she likes it when it's inconvenient to us.
She likes dirty water. That's what I'm starting to see. She likes nasty, filthy, muddy water.
She likes nasty, filthy, muddy things because what I found is, you know, I she has a dog bowl in there that's filled with this fresh municipal water,
Municipal.
but she won't touch it. But she loves water out of the mud hole at home
Yeah,
in the backyard. I mean,
that's her jam right
that's her
there.
jam. And I have a big bowl full of dog kibble in there for her, but she doesn't want that. She wants sticks and leaves and acorns and pieces of string and
And
things that she will eventually regurgitate.
ew, and he's gonna have to clean up.
Yeah, that's my thing. So
So yeah,
anyway, that's our doggy. But let me say this, Coach J. Let me just say this.
say it.
You are looking so lovely today.
Oh, thank you, babe.
And I feel like each day that I see you, you look more and more lovely. From the day we met until now, each day you increase in loveliness by at least 1%.
One
By
1 whole %, but that's on a daily, so I'll take
and
it.
that's at minimum. Sometimes might do 10%. Boom.
Ooh,
Yeah,
thought you would go as high as 2%.
yeah.
Well, thank you
I feel
so
some
much,
too.
husband.
Yeah, so but yeah, getting back to what you were saying about this weekend, we did have a good weekend, I think. We did a little traveling.
Yeah.
Uh,
Oh yeah.
you all right?
I didn't think about that. We did do some traveling.
Because we're trying to up the YouTube page, and one of the things we do on the YouTube page is travel, and so
We're travelers of
yeah,
sorts.
so we did a little traveling this weekend. Where do we go?
We went to Homer, Louisiana. That's
Homer,
North Louisiana, about 20 minutes away from Arkansas.
right?
Um, and yeah, it's a small, close knit town. The downtown area is really beautiful, so we got some really good shots and footage of their downtown antebellum style courthouse.
Yeah, yeah. And did you know? Here's a fact
Fun fact.
that the town of Homer is named after Bart Simpson's dad.
No, wrong facts.
Oh,
He's wrong.
oh,
The town of Homer,
mm-hmm,
Louisiana,
mm-hmm.
Homer, was actually named after the poet Homer, the guy who wrote the
Oh,
Odyssey.
that guy.
That guy, not Bart Simpson's dad.
Oh,
It's
well,
okay.
I just learned something today. But yeah, it was a great little town, a great little ride. The GPS took us this crazy way to get there. Uh,
What is it with these GPSs that like it's just like it would have been, I think, the same distance to take us along the highway
right.
and then head us north, but it decided to take us we were still going north, but like we went what was it, west for a
Yeah,
long time, and just it wasn't on the highway, it was just some like random country road.
winding road,
Yeah, with
big
these big hills. Oh
hills,
my
and
gosh.
just every time you go up a hill, you're just wondering, am I gonna go face first into a like a log truck coming the other way?
And there were log
Yeah.
trucks,
So
mind you.
anyway, next time if you ever go to Homer, by way of Monroe, just stay on the interstate
Just stay on I-20.
till you get to Arcadia, and then
I wonder why GPSs do that though.
I don't know.
Like it's really I feel like if it shaved any time off, it was probably like 1 or 2 minutes,
Yeah, it wasn't
and
worth it.
definitely wasn't worth
It
it.
wasn't worth it. It's just easier to stay on the interstate. Um, yeah, it always does that. I know we got a show to do, but it always does that. Every time we go to,
This is the show.
Branson or anywhere we go, it always takes us like the unusual way,
Yeah.
pass through the hay fields and the silos and the log trucks.
Cornfields and the soybean
Yeah, it
fields.
doesn't really just take us ever just straight on the interstate. So that was what we did, and it was fun. And so you will be seeing that on the YouTube channel, probably sometime this week. So-
Like our YouTube, it's T&J.
right.
And while you're at it, go on Facebook. Like us there. It's T&J. And you know what? While you're at it, go to TikTok and like us there. You know what that is?
The
The
Watkinses.
Watkinses.
Yeah.
And just by the way, my husband also gets more and more handsome, not by
Hey.
the day, by the minute.
Because
That's how I one up you.
that's how fast my beard is graying. It's
I
graying
love his
so
beard.
fast. I'm just turning into an old man.
Beard
So,
gang. That's my baby.
gray beard gang.
I can dig it.
Anyway, well, thank you. What are we talking about today, babe?
So today we are continuing the Building Blocks of a Healthy Relationship series.
Hmm.
And today our discussion will be around adaptability and respect.
Respect.
Yeah.
Yeah, so obviously in a relationship, you have to be adaptable. You have to uh, be able to work with your partner.
Hmm.
You're not always going to agree on every single thing. We all have our opinions. We all have our backgrounds, from where
Yeah.
we came from. We see things in a different light, in a different way. But at the end of the day, what you're going to have to be able to do is be adaptable to your partner's opinions and ideas and suggestions,
Absolutely.
and they'll have to be adaptable to yours, and we work things out. We negotiate things.
That's true. And adaptability, just like you said, you have to be open to the other person's, quirks and thoughts and things of that nature. And that's also, that goes hand in hand with respect.
Right.
If you're being disrespectful, then you're also closed off to the way that your partner thinks and the way your partner just is in general. Like you definitely don't want to change them. I feel like in a relationship, a person changes because they want to, or they see or feel the need to. It's
Right.
their decision. It's not your partner's decision. And so when you're closed off from what they're thinking, they're probably not going to change.
Yeah.
And again, that's not saying that we want them to, but if that's something, that your partner feels like they need to do in order to grow the relationship, that's where adaptability comes in.
Yeah. Some things in your life are just going to be non-negotiable. We know that. And but then there are some things in your life that we know that we have to pick and choose our battles, and maybe
Right.
see things in a different way, see things from a different perspective. Um, you know, we were talking about, if you don't mind talking about this, in one of your past relationships, how the particular person had issues with like how you dressed and things like that.
Oh,
You
okay.
know,
Yeah, and let's put this out
uh
there.
oh,
I do not dress
you
inappropriately
dress
at any time.
never. I've never
So
seen that.
I just don't. I was never raised that way. You cover up. You can be sexy, but cover up. And so that's how I was raised. That's how my family was raised. But this particular person had an issue with my jeans being fitted. They weren't extra tight unless they were like leggings or something like that. And then I had the appropriate length
Right.
shirt
Right.
on. But this person really, really had an issue with my jeans. Um, if I have a shirt or a blouse that was a little bit too low cut, which again, it's never inappropriate, but I'm a woman. I can't help how my body is. I'm a curvy woman.
You are.
So things are going to fit a little bit differently on me. And so that was always an issue. It was always, well, will you go change? Or, something like that. And it just never sat right with me. Needless to say, that did not last long. But yeah, things like that, you have to respect your partner. You can't just, you know, date them for so long and see how they are, but as soon as you get them, try to change them.
Right, and that was the thing. You guys had known each other for a while,
Long time.
and you just automatically just start wearing different articles of clothing. This is how you always were,
Yeah.
but all of a sudden it became this issue. And now let me play
It
devil.
became his issue.
Yeah,
It was never an issue with me, and that's what you have to determine too. I think we're kind of I'm about to go a little off subject here,
go ahead. It's
but
our show.
just for people who are single or dating or something like that, those are what you call red flags. Don't go into a relationship with something like that. And I did.
Yeah,
Actually, no, the red flag didn't come until after. So actually, I didn't. But that's just kind of what you see. After all of that started happening, I realized there were red flags, and then I ended that.
right,
So just be cautious, be aware of somebody trying to change you, because if they can't love you for who you are, then those aren't the people for you.
right.
Okay, we're gonna go
Yeah.
back.
I like that though. So let me play devil's advocate here, and you're free to say no. I'm not trying to make a point here.
No.
If this person had come to you in a more respectful way and shared with you maybe what he would like to see you in, could you have adapted somewhat for him?
No. And let me tell you why.
Okay,
Because I don't dress inappropriately.
right.
Just I'm sorry, like that is just my main thing. I've always disliked, not disliked, but there's a certain way a woman should dress for certain
Sure.
things. And that's been instilled with me, excuse me, instilled in me, with my family. I grew up around a lot of women. My mom has 6 sisters, and everybody is just really classy. They know how to dress, and that's just something that's been instilled in myself, in my sister, in my family.
Yeah.
And so I don't dress inappropriately. It's like, what did you want me to wear? Baggy pants?
The long dress,
Like
long
the
burlap sack
the, the
dress,
little Missy Elliott
the
black balloon thing? Like
sauna suit,
what do you want me
the
in?
sauna suit.
So no, I
Work,
just
work, 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 work. Okay.
but no, I we could have had the conversation, but
Yeah.
honestly, I don't think it would have led to me dressing any differently, because again, what exactly did you want me to wear?
Right. Right.
I mean, I can't. Do you want me to lose weight and then my clothes will be hanging off of me?
Mm,
But even if I lost weight, my clothes would still be fitted because I'm not buying baggy
you're
stuff.
not gonna do
This
that.
has nothing to do with anything. But
No.
yeah, it's just no. I don't think that would have been it, because the conversation still is about his issue, not
Okay.
mine. It wasn't about me at all. And
Gotcha.
that's what I realized.
And I get what you're talking about. I know, most of your family and like all your aunts and they all dress very classy.
Yeah, we just don't do
And
that.
you guys, you ladies dress like ladies. Uh, I've never had an issue with it. And if I had an issue with it, I would have said something way before we decided to, start being boyfriend and girlfriend, get
Y-
engaged,
You
things
know
like
what I
that.
think? I think if you had an issue with it, you wouldn't have even given me the time of day.
Yeah. When you walked into the coffee shop, I would be like, "Oh no, I'm not Tillman. No speak English.
It's like you look just like this guy.
No,
You
no,
are
not
not the
me.
till man,
I am
the one who tills the earth.
I am William. I am Wilman.
Wilden.
Tillman's identical cousin. Tillman could not make it today. He fell off of a cliff.
I
You
could
know.
have been wearing a burlap sack, as you said, and you still would have got you
I
some.
like burlap sacks,
Oh
so
my gosh.
yeah, so that would have worked out.
I love my husband, y'all.
But yes, adaptability and respect. You know, we have to show respect to our partner.
Yep.
You know, even if we don't agree with things, we don't want to come to them in a disrespectful manner. We don't want to try to shame them
Yeah.
or embarrass them, make them feel like less of a person. Um, we want to, talk, negotiate, and
Right.
just come
And
at a person respectfully
agree to disagree.
and
That
agree
goes
to
back to our
disagree.
very first podcast about communication. Agree to disagree. If it's something that's just not going to be a pressing matter all the time, then just agree to disagree.
Yeah,
If you love your partner, then love them.
right.
Don't love your idea of what you want someone to be.
Here's how I see it. When you're talking to someone, it should go like this. No, hello, babe.
Hey,
I just want to share with you. I have this concern. This concern is da 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 da. Right. Then you say, I understand your concern.
hmm,
What I think you're saying is,
da 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 da
right,
da,
right. But I would like you to consider
do do
da
do
do do
do
do do.
do.
Basically, and it needs to go back and forth like that, just talking in a calm manner, letting the next other person know that you understand what they're saying, but
Hmm.
then sharing your opinion, and then eventually you're gonna come to a compromise.
Right.
Something's gonna come, you're gonna be able to work, you're gonna be able to come to a compromise on the most critical things. Some things you're just gonna have to agree to disagree
You
with.
have to. And again, we cannot stress this enough. Don't listen to respond.
Right.
Listen to understand. That's one of the most respectful things you can do
Yeah.
when you're communicating.
So it's almost starting to seem like these building blocks that we're talking about, they're interwebbed.
They are.
So you have to be able to communicate well if you're going to show respect to a person, right?
Yeah.
You're going to have to understand, their love language and their love tank, to be able to speak affirmatively to that person.
Right. And
Uh,
and adapt to that person's ways
yeah,
and adapt to the way someone thinks because we're not the same. And that's what makes the whole thing beautiful.
right.
That everybody's completely different and when you find the one, you play off of them. Like their strengths are your weaknesses and vice versa.
Yeah,
Did I say that
I
right?
think so.
You know what I mean, even if I didn't,
Yeah,
right?
you want to say it again?
I want to say that where you are weak, they are strong,
Yeah,
and vice
and
versa.
vice versa.
Yeah. And so, you have to allow that leeway and, something that you might not be familiar with or you might not be comfortable with, but love that person enough to understand that maybe that's not going to be a bad thing
Right.
that because you don't understand it. Maybe that'll make you, change and adapt
Mhm.
in order to make the relationship grow. Yeah.
We plan on putting on some different workshops, things like that related to this. So let us know definitely what you think about what we're talking about. You can reach out to us on any of those social media platforms, the Facebook, the YouTubes,
The ticky tacky
The
things.
TikToks, and just let us know your thoughts on what we're talking about and your opinions, and if there's anything you feel like we should add, because
Yeah.
yeah, we're gonna roll with this thing because we think it's real important.
Sounds good. So
Yeah,
y'all stay tuned.
stay tuned. Stay tuned for everything else we have in store for you. Stay tuned for the next podcast. Uh, we got an open mic coming up
Oh yeah.
this week.
crazy, y'all. So we went, this is the story. We attended this particular open mic and we sang.
Mhm.
We're also singers, by the way, or well, ish. We love to sing, but we're not singers.
You sing
It's something
beautifully.
like
I let things come out of my mouth.
that. Anyways, so we sang Iris by the Goo Goo Dolls and it was well received.
Yeah.
And, we had a little question and answer session prior to us singing. And apparently it was freaking hilarious. And, we were just being ourselves. We didn't realize that it was going to, have the actual creator of the open mic reach out to us and ask us if we would host the next one. So
Yeah.
that's what we're doing. And, we try to, any opportunity we can to sing or get our name out there, we're going to take it.
If you're in the Monroe area, if I get this podcast out in time, and you're in the Monroe area, you know where Lee's of Monroe is, come by, get some pie, get some coffee.
The best pie,
Yeah,
y'all.
and sign up for the open mic, and we'll be hosting.
We'll be hosting,
Yeah.
and we hope it's going to be an amazing event. It's in support of CA Studios.
Right.
They put on several different plays and things like that in the area. Theater, the arts, all of that.
Right.
We're all about it.
Right.
So yeah, if you're hearing this prior to Friday, come on out. If you're going to be in the town, in the city for Mardi Gras, and you make it here on
That's
Friday,
right.
y'all come out and perform and let us know who you are and let us know that you've heard us.
Yeah, guys, definitely come out and check us out if you're in town. Definitely check out the podcast next week. Just check us out once again on everything we do, all our platforms. We love you guys,
We
and
love y'all.
we will talk to you guys again. So, for the TNJ podcast, this is your big brother T,
And this is Coach J.
and we'll see you guys later on.
Peace.
Bye.